Hello everybody, Fighting Crypto once again, commuting crypto talk. So, I was on my way back from a workout and there was a topic I wanted to hit. Because I hear a lot of people talking about exit strategies, exit plans, which that's not what today's video is. I might do that eventually, but as a short little plug on that, you really should have an exit plan and strategy. There's a bunch of different styles of doing it. Every YouTuber has their own method. A lot of them are relatively similar. I've got mine printed out in a full Google Doc and everything, and stick to it no matter what. The only exception being if I lose conviction in the project for some reason. Not that I lose conviction in the price action being slow, but something happens with the project or people behind the scenes. So have an exit plan, follow through with it. I actually want to talk about kind of the other side of it, which is important in determining an exit plan, but also I find it very important before you buy a coin or knowing how much of what type you want to get, is what type of investor are you? And more specifically, what type of investor are you for this coin? What I mean by that is, if someone says that I am a buy and hold investor, a hodler, and they make one trade, holy crap, you guys, meaning you out there that watch YouTube, listen to crypto podcasts and everything, are freaking brutal. Who cares if someone is predominantly one type of investor and then they go in on one coin and do something different? If they're doing that, hopefully it's for a smart reason. I see no problems with having multiple styles of investing depending on which, not just narrative or type of investment you have, but even what branch of that type. Meaning with crypto, there is one coin I'm very likely going to be a hodler for. It's Quant. Bring on the hate, guys. But Quant or QNT, I am going to hodl this one, but I'm not married to it. I do have my prices that I'm willing to sell. They're just a lot higher and a little bit more far-fetched than my other coins are, because I'm not buying or investing that one with the goal of necessarily selling it during the bull run. My others, much more so. But if I sell on my Quant and it hits the prices that I'm willing to part with all of them for, awesome. No complaints. I'll buy back in the next time if it hits low enough to whatever I deem being low enough or worthy at that point. But Quant is my hodler. I expect to sell some of it, and I've got the price marks listed. It's actually already set in my sell limits of, if it hits this amount, I will sell so many Quant, and I have it tiered. I don't expect to hit on my numbers on that one because I put some moonish numbers because I intend on holding on to it. But that's for me. I can talk about why I like Quant so much as a long-term play down the road, but that's my investment strategy for Quant. I DCA, and I'm likely going to hodl this one. H-bar. That one I kind of have similar but mixed. Again, I probably should start with my other ones, but bring on the hate, guys. Love myself H-bar too. I think these are two god tier projects. I didn't say that they're god tier price action. They're not right now. But they're putting so much more development schemes, so many partnerships, so many projects on chain compared to almost every other crypto. I do expect H-bar is going to make multiples, there we go, than Quant will this bull run. And I very well might sell all my H-bar. If I don't, I'm okay with it, which is something else you have to ask yourself when you're putting together a strategy is, are you okay with any way the scenario goes? Meaning I'm putting my H-bar limits at certain levels. If I hit none of them, I'm confident I'll hit most. But if I hit none of those limits, let's say it does not get up to screw it. If it doesn't get to my first sell limit of 14 cents, okay, I'll hold on to H-bar. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think it's a phenomenal project. It's going to eventually hit those numbers. In all reality, this bull run, I expect it's going to easily hit 40 cents without a question. It'll probably get to 60 to 75 cents of a sellable range. We'll call it the gray zone, or the zone where you can actually do something with it. Versus all-time highs are usually a candle wick, very top quick spike, where, okay, great, if it's all-time high, but no one can actually do anything with it because it lasts a couple of minutes at most. But in H-bar is one I'm willing to keep and hodl, but I have much more realistic limits for H-bar because I would like to make a decent amount from that one this cycle. But if I don't, I'm okay with it. And again, I got no personal issues holding on to my H-bar for quite some time. And then we get into my other coins. So again, I don't have too many. I like keeping pretty small amounts because I try to keep track of them. And spending a couple minutes every day doing over 5 coins gets a little difficult. But my next one I'm going to hit is Render. I love Render. This one I plan on selling everything. I got limits are probably a little bit on the bearish side. I hear a lot of people saying $50 render, $100 render. I think render is going to candlewick over 50. I will be mostly or fully out. I'll be mostly out, not fully, by that point. Great. I hope it's 100 for all of you guys. It very well might. Render's a great little project for those who are not familiar. So I don't think I've done any videos on this one yet directly. It is a rendering project, go figure. It's got a self-burning mechanism, which I love. If there's any projects that has any sort of built-in burning where they get rid of crypto to help out with inflation, that is a very big green signal for me. It's not required by any means, but I do get excited when I see that in them. It's a current use case. It's being used a little bit by a company called Instagram. It's used on the back end by Google. It's used a lot for cleaning up and expediency of rendering videos and pictures. So it's really big, or can be really big, in the movie cinema space, let alone social media, which is where it gets most attention right now. Huge partnership, a little bit more of, we'll call it the backhand deals, handshaking of the owners and CEOs between Render and NVIDIA. And with NVIDIA doing so well as one of the top the top stocks of the year, Render, which has kind of been called the NVIDIA crypto, has high expectations with it as well. Last time I looked, it was bouncing around the $7 mark. And again, I don't know when I'm going to release this, so by then it might be higher, it might be lower. But this year it's already hit almost 15. And that was after the massive, we'll call, correction that happened with essentially all crypto after the Bitcoin halving back in April, where a lot of crypto jumped or decreased by 50% or more. So I got full faith it's going to blast right past that one. But Render, my plan is to sell all of it, and I've got different markers set for when I'm going to sell X amount of each. I'm saying X, I don't remember how much I put into it. I'm not against sharing with you guys my sell numbers, because I'm just not like I've got millions in it where it's going to make a huge impact, or you guys trying to short sell me. It's not going to do it. I just don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, this was pre-planned of what I'm going to do with each coin. And then I've got Hashflow, HNT. This is my more recent one. So I was doing a lot of trades, which I guess I'll hit into that now and see if I remember to get back to Hashflow in a couple of minutes. But I did have my trading coins, and they actually served me quite well, specifically for the little amount that I put into it, because I was learning crypto trading. And my big ones that got me on that one was, it started with Aerodrome. I didn't plan, back to saying have a plan for everything. It was my first, we'll call it, real crypto purchase. I had no plan with it. But I bought it 17 cents, sold it, I think, $2.02. And that started, actually is what started my Render bag and my Turbo bag. Turbo I jumped into fully as a trading coin. I wanted to swing trade it, which it worked very well for that. I think I got 4 cycles of trading it between 0.003 and 0.007. I think it was 4 times I did that. And Moonwell's got a lot of attention. I was swing trading that one, and then it just rocketed, which I was fine with. It served its purpose for me. And then Blast and AMP. Those are my swing trade coins. They worked quite well. I don't have a swing bag right now, because at this point, getting into the bull market, I feel it's getting a little too risky for me to swing trade, meaning I think I would get more likely get upset if I sold something too early at this point. But that's a story for a different day. So HFT, hash flow. This one might become a swing for me, or partial swing trade. Like, I don't want to get rid of all of it. But I'm seeing it bounce between a 4-cent range, which for that coin is about a 30% range. I might swing trade that one if it goes back down to around the 11-cent marker. Not sure it will. But otherwise, unless it drops under 11 cents, I'm using this as render, as I plan on selling all of it this bull run. What I like about HFT, I think I've already got, depending on when I post this one, I either have 2 or 3 videos on hash flow out. I really like this coin. It is quite a micro market cap at this point. I think it got up to 70 million as a market cap. It's backed by Coinbase. It's a great little project. Highly recommend look into it. You can watch my other videos on it if you want to get more of an idea for it. I'm sure I'll talk about it later. But I'm expecting this one as one of the few coins left that hasn't been heavily marketed or heavily jumped into yet, that's still got 25x plus gains. Like my bearish marker for this one, last time I looked, was floating around 15 cents. I'm expecting it to fly up to about $2.25. And I really think it's going to go higher, but that is my marker of where I'm confident in betting on it, so to speak. And I'll gladly keep DCAing in this one, or swing trading, however to get more of these. I'm really bullish on HFT. As soon as you tell me something is backed financially by Coinbase, not financial advice for anything, let alone this. If I hear something's backed by Coinbase, I've got no problems throwing a couple of bucks into it almost immediately. Like, they tend to choose winners, or at least not crap projects that are going to rug us. So, there, I guess today, if I had to say what I already talked about, was I wanted to make this a concept video of know what you're doing with what you get into. Because a lot of people are sheep investors. Oh, this is a good coin. Okay, and then you put money into it. And I don't think many people have an idea as to why they put the amount that they do. They just throw money into it. And then get upset about if it hasn't gone up fast enough, not understanding what they did, not understanding things about inflation or partnerships, things that really make a difference on where it's going to go. Usage. How many people are talking about it, for crying out loud? Like, I mean, most of crypto in the short term is a popularity contest. Sorry to say it, if you don't understand what I mean by that, it's in short, the more people buy, the quicker it's going to go up. That is the way it works in the short term. And the more volatility makes a difference. Yes, crypto is volatile, I get that. But there's certain things that makes it more or less volatile. Having a low market cap increases volatility. I like that, specifically if I'm looking for a swing trade coin, or the odds of having high multiples, having a low market cap. Something's 50 million market cap is instantly has a better chance of 10xing than something that has a $3 billion market cap, just because of the amount of money that has to be added into the market to make an impact. Another big one they look for both swing trades and high multiples is how many coins are out. The less coins there is, the more volatile it's going to be. It does not mean the less coins, the better the crypto. And again, as much as I love quant, I hear too many people, in my opinion, touting about how quant is more rare than Bitcoin. It is. It's not a negative, but I really have yet to see how that's a major positive long term from it. I can tell you the positive effects of it. But when a negative with quant specifically is its volatility. Reasons why some coins I want more volatile, some I don't. Again, swing trade coins, I want volatility. That's why I like memes for it, specifically Turbo, which has a strong community. It's not going anywhere, but the price action did quite a bit. I look for that in that style of trading. So before you buy a coin, or at least immediately after you do, have an idea what the heck you're trying to do with it. So again, I should have done this plug at the beginning, but if you enjoyed any of this, if you thought this was useful, or just for whatever reason you want to help support the channel, please click the like button, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot. I would greatly appreciate it. Help get the message and just the stuff I have to talk about out to more people. Feel free to please ring the little ding thing, the little bell, so you get notified. And comment below. Let me know, like, do you have a strategy? Do you think that mine sucks? Again, I love a nice little friendly debate. Feel free to troll me. I think it's hysterical. I'm getting those on Twitter already. It's a blast. But let me know what you think. If there's anything you want me to talk about, tell me. I'm not going to necessarily do it. I'll respond to you, but I might. I'm already working on 2 videos that were asked by commenters. There you go. The one might take a little bit because it's something is new to me. But I'll make sure I get enough research so I have an opinion and blast some information out to you guys. So again, thank you as always for everyone who is new. Thank you for joining. Everyone who's been listening, thank you for not leaving. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.